All right. We are going to open on the treacherous path. Lenora, you were just awoken with a kick to the stomach, and you find yourself surrounded by a group of what appear to be similar to dwarves. They're a lot smaller and scrawnier, and they have larger heads and long beards, red and black shading. They're holding long spears and small clubs. One of them holds a large net, appears ready to throw it at you. And they start yelling at and barking at you in a language you do not understand. And two of them, they've grabbed you. They're not being very aggressive, but they're holding you, holding your arms, two of them. They're almost less than half your size even. They're very small, but they seem very aggressive.
Lenora, I'm gonna hold out my hands, or I mean, they've grabbed my arms, but try and speak very plainly. I'm not here to harm you. I will go peacefully.
They growl, and the one who appears to be in charge begins just yelling at some of the other ones, ordering them about, and they all begin to move and take you with them. There's at least 20 of them. It's kind of like a large squad of these gnome creatures.
Okay.
And they lead you down to where you left your boat, and you see there's several more of these crafts now tied off. And they load you onto one, and they begin to take you further down the river of lava.
Is there anything of their language I can understand?
Could maybe try to do some kind of test if you wanted to have a failure consequence.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what kind of test it would be. Perception?
Definitely do a general perception test if there's not a specific skill you're looking to open. You could do a wise of some kind, maybe. Decide your own fact.
Right.
Oh, there are your skills.
I guess I could start a new wise about these guys. Vault creature wise.
Yeah, and just imagine you're gonna fail. What's your full intention on, other than just trying to are you trying to determine if you think they're gonna kill you, or just trying
No, I'm trying to determine some basics of how they communicate, and what their like some of what their culture might be like.
You could probably do a common knowledge wise of something simple about them.
Okay.
It's kind of up to you if you want to create a fact that might help you, if you can think of something, or if you want input, we get input from the group too, if anyone has any ideas. My first
Can't
thought
think of
is
anything.
my first thought is
I
like,
can't think of anything specific. It's just um, that would be an odd one.
yeah, common knowledge is ob 1, and maybe it's something like the gnomes of the vault are generally very peaceful and like value all life, and
Sure.
or gnomes in general, you're like, oh, I know what these are gnomes, and I know that if I don't act threatening, like they won't harm me, kind of thing. Or even name something that you know they fear. Maybe they fear faith and the gods, and you know you could then use Asher to maybe influence them.
No, I'm not going to go for fear. I think we'll go for they're generally peaceful.
Okay.
Okay, so I've started a vault creature wise. What's my obstacle?
Ob 1. On a failure, we'll say on a failure, they will bind your hands and mouth so that you won't be able to pray.
Okay. That sounds like a fair failure. I succeeded.
Oh,
Perfect. Nice. So even with that, they, as soon as they're on the boats, like, they don't keep you, they're not actively holding guard over you. They're not aggressive. They actually appear to be fairly jovial with each other, and they're just kind of ignoring you. But you don't feel a threat from them. They obviously feel very confident that in the middle of 5 of them on a boat on a river of lava, like, you're not going anywhere either. So after some time, you, like an hour at least of floating, you come to a large opening and another larger dock that you see, and they all go to it, and there's this small outcrop of buildings all carved out of stone, some even carved out of the walls of the volcano itself that you find yourself in. And it appears to be a small village of some sort of these creatures. And they lead you through kind of to the center where there's a platform of some sort and a post on it. This onyx stone, really smoothly carved. It almost appears to be some sort of statue that is built for them to kind of revere and sit around, this podium of sorts. And they go up and they shackle you to it.
Okay.
And so you're kind of
Do
like,
I recognize
oh, sorry.
this god?
That would probably be another test.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Maybe a doctrine test.
Okay.
Let's see what doctrine calls for.
But I think doctrine only applies to my doctrine. So it would only apply if this was related to the followers of Asher.
It is a particular religious faith, you're right. So, yeah, it's more for you to be compelling when speaking of Asher.
How about history?
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, common historical fact, Ob 1. Obscure figure in history 4, counterculture.
Seems like classical history.
Yep, it's going to be Ob 2.
Okay. I'm gonna fail the test, so let's see, what could I fork in?
You could also, you could technically, or potentially use this as a linked test, declaring it as a linked test to try and get them to free you.
History. I don't think I got anything. I think I gotta do 2 on 2. Harvest God wise is, Asher related.
You could probably fork in temple wise.
Okay.
It's clearly some sort of worship site.
Okay. And what happens if I fail?
If you fail, let's see. If you fail, you're going to recognize that they're preparing you as a ritual sacrifice.
Okay. Sounds incongruent with they're generally peaceful. Let's go. It's 2 on 3 dice.
Oh no.
Failed?
Yeah, by 1.
Failed. Okay. My history went up though.
Oh, nice. That's cool. So,
Imbued with new knowledge as you're burning at the stake.
Yeah.
well, you recognize that this is a primordial altar. And that you know that these gnomes must be some kind of caretakers for the primordial fire god, which demands some sort of sacrifice, but you don't really know why or what the rituals around it are.
Uh-huh.
Ganelon, you emerge from a tunnel overlooking this small stone village, and in the center of it, tied to a pier of stone, is your sister. There are about 20 or 25 of these dwarf-like creatures, which you recognize as fire gnomes.
Is Dakath here with me? Because I think that is Dakath here with me?
He is not.
Okay. This is where I output then. So I see my sister. Do I recognize what they are? Do I recognize that she is chained or bound in preparation for being killed?
Probably not, but you do recognize that the altar she's tied to is one of the primordial fire.
Okay. still skeptical of these, I think reasonably so, of these little fellows. I think what I'm going to do is how high above am I? If I is this like I spread my if I shouted down to them, would they have like a good view of me and be able to attend to my commands? Okay. I shout down at them. I say, creatures of flame and stone, we come in peace and seek your aid as we journey through the Ember Vault on our quest. Will you give us succor?
As you yell out, all the gnomes and Lenora look up to see you. So yeah, you're not that high up. You're on just a small ledge. You could easily hop down and then take a few strides, into the tiny cluster of buildings. And they all look up and almost frozen a bit, but one of them steps forward and begins yelling out at you, clearly questioning you in some way in this language that you don't recognize.
Okay, I would like to cast Fessid's Flaming Tongue, which will be foreign languages, to be able to communicate with these little creaturelings. So I guess it's a scene? So base op is 2. The obstacle from the skill, it's not entirely. What is this? A difficult language? Is this a?
No, it's a pretty simple language.
Okay. So I'm looking at an obstacle 4 then to cast Fessid's Flaming Tongue so that I can communicate with these creatures. If this doesn't work, I will just start burning things, I think.
On a failure.
I could also. I have my mouth has not been bound, right?
No, it is not.
Ooh.
So, have I heard him start talking already?
Oh yeah.
Then I would attempt a blessing to pray a blessing to give him +1 to his ability.
Neat.
Can I do so?
Oh yeah, definitely. So let's start with the. We'll start with the blessing. On a failure. Dakat's not there, so I can't give him Stigmata. How unfortunate.
We're
a
both
failure of the blessing.
They could just get as aggressive,
Oh, I'm trying to tie it into other things too that are going on. On a failure, we'll say a creature will begin to emerge from the lava river.
Oh yeah.
What kind of creature?
Some kind of creature.
Some kind of creature. Okay. Fun. All right. Well, I'm 6 on 3. see what happens. Done.
Nice. Huzzah.
You get a +1d
Okie dokie.
for the duration of your intent or till the end of the session.
Okay. So my intent is to cast this, is to communicate with them. My action is to cast this spell. So I was wrong. It is not obstacle 4, it is obstacle 3. So I'm chucking 7 dice on obstacle 3. Is there anything that I want to try to add in?
So we'll say on your failure, they will attempt to capture you. They won't be able to just easily do it because you're up on this ledge, but they will attempt to capture you.
All right. Okay. So obstacle, and difficulty 3. Bonus dice 1. Here we go. Chucking. Oh yeah, that's a failure. But I got a 6 in there. Oh no, it already rolled 6. I have 5 fate. I'm gonna spend a fate to try to re-roll that Mammer Jammer.
Just need one
Wow,
success.
that's a bad roll.
That's bad.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
You were one off
All right.
from getting it. Sheesh.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay.
Here we go.
Well-
All right. The gnomes start yelling, and he starts barking out orders, and 5 of them start to run around and go up these slopes and head towards you, climb up the wall towards you.
Okay. Let me look at the spells I've written for myself. Ancient history, no thank you. How many of them are coming up at me?
There's 5 of them coming at you.
5 of them. Okay. I think that's a handful, or maybe a group. So that would be a +3 ob for breadth. Oh boy. Okay. So I could maybe make them all clumsy, which would be far too much of an obstacle. I want to put a circle of flame around the 5 of them, or box them into the wall. I don't totally have a picture of the geography, but I want to put them inside of a wall of flame.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, unless they're like flame resistant, which is pretty reasonable down here. So let's call that Disruptive Sorcerer's Fire. I guess it's what? So I guess it's a +3 ob. So I guess the ob is gonna be 3 because it's 5 of them. Duration, let's call it a conflict. So I'm looking at an obstacle 4. Do you agree with that?
Sounds right, yeah.
All right, I can do this. Oh, can I do this? Anything I can fork in? English School of Magic wise. Nope, not a thing. Here we go. What's the consequence of failure?
Consequence. Let's see. Well, we can keep it simple. If you fail, they will get up onto the ledge with you and bind you alongside
Well, if they make us sacrifices, at least we'll be good sacrifices. That is a success. That is a glowing success. Sterling.
Thank God.
I utter these. I utter the occult syllables. Waggle my fingers, and from them loop these little ringlets of flame, and they soar through the air and form this sort of swirling, almost like 20 flaming hula hoops surrounding these gnomes that are just sort of like floating and spinning, like a glowing cage around them. And now they will walk through.
Okay.
Can you move?
The other, the rest of the gnomes see this ring of fire appear, and they all drop to their knees and begin groveling.
Oh dear.
Every single one of them.
Maybe you're their chosen one now.
Yeah, I'm C-3PO and they're the Ewoks. Are they groveling at me? Are they groveling in the direction of the altar?
To you.
At the flame? Are they groveling at me? Oh dear, okay. I will take advantage of this. I will point to my I will point to my sister, and then let me, I'll sort of point to my sister, and then kind of reach my hand out like this, and I clench it into a fist and pull it this way, like bring her to me, kind of motion with my hand. Point the fist, kind of mime grabbing something and then pulling it to me. Bring her to me, as is what I say. Again, they can't understand me, but I'm hoping to still convey tone, gravitas here.
They quickly, take your hint and untie Lenora and bring her up to you on the ledge. And how long does the fire flame last? The circle?
It was one conflict, so for all I know, we're out of the conflict. I'm not certain.
Well, it's up to you if you want to drop it or not, really. To keep them encircled in it, but the rest of them, like, they bring her to you, but the one who was in charge, he starts trying to talk to you and almost plead to you and like begs for you to come. Like, you can tell he's motioning for you to come into the town. He starts yelling at other gnomes, and they start running around and frantically entering buildings and coming out, and they start bringing you just hordes of gold pieces and fine jewelry and all of these arms and armaments, and they just start throwing them at your feet and like groveling at you and just trying to touch you.
I guess first of all, I check in with Lenora. I say, "Sister, are you well? Did they injure you?"
I'm okay. I've been worse.
I drop the flames then, and I suppose eyeball these offerings that they're bringing out, and I say, perhaps there. I say to Lenora, I say, perhaps there is some. We cannot linger, but perhaps there is some gain to be had here from whatever is occurring here. They appear to be groveling before me. Perhaps we take advantage of their generosity before moving on.
We can't speak with them, but it would be important to understand what they know of this place so that we can get to where we're going.
That is a good point. Perhaps a map.
Right.
Perhaps they can provide us with a map. I want to, how do I put this? Like, I want to like mime, like we're traveling, maybe, among the things that they've brought out, I'm sure there must be like, some fancy equivalent of like, I'm sure there's probably like a slate or something like that I can, make a little drawing on or something to try to communicate with these gnomes. Is that safe?
Yeah, you could do some kind of right skill, maybe.
Oh, right. What I want to try first. Well, actually, yeah. Well, so cartography is an academic skill. So I would like to use sorcery to try to essentially start drawing a map, but I don't know where anything is. So I kind of just want to start drawing a map and then use whatever rudimentary language, we have with these creatures to kind of get them to fill in kind of the details.
So looking at an Ob2 for a detailed area map.
Okay.
Can I help with my right?
Well, that's interesting. Because this art magic is really interesting. So this one in particular, I mean, where you can do any academic skill is so cool. I want to see how it actually describes it. What did you name your spell that does this?
I have not named this one yet.
Okay.
This is the first time I'm casting it. So,
Where the hell can I find art magic in here?
This spell is called Fire Courses Through All the Land, and it is going to be arcane action, or arcane knowledge, sorry, not arcane action, arcane knowledge.
Interesting. You're literally just diving into your own head for information. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So it's almost like I think, Lenore, you could definitely help with your right skill then.
Okay.
Because he's basically just like, finding this knowledge using sorceress power, whatever unknown well of knowledge you're able to tap into, and then you're kind of transcribing cartography, trying to show where you're trying to go. You have definite landmarks that you can draw out, and so maybe even just in the dirt, like in the center of town, on the sand, you're just.
Yeah.
I guess it's pretty much all like hard rock. You could easily like carve a big map on the stone with a knife or sword. Or even one of these, like, maybe you pick up one of these diamonds, like diamond-encrusted amulets they bring to you, and you use that to
Oh,
scribe.
that's a great idea. I I just sort of kind of just drag my hand through whatever piles of stuff, and I find I find what I assume to be a diamond, and just start etching into some piece of stone. That's cool. Okay, so sorcery. It's gonna be an obstacle 2 because it's just one test.
You get 1 help from me.
Okay, I get 1 help from you. I get 1 help because not help, but I get 1 bonus die because I've named the spell. Whoops. Can I fork in calligraphy? Excuse me.
Are you able to fork into it because it's a spell? What the
I don't know. It's hard to tell with the art magic. I'm happy to not. I mean, I'm rolling 8 dice. I'll just roll it.
You can't normally fork into sorcery, right? That's.
I think that in
It's
general
like
you
songs.
can't help sorcery unless it's with sorcery or something like that. But again, I'm open however we want to do this art magic.
I haven't read into sorcery in too long.
Yeah.
I think because you're actually using the knowledge to create something with the skill, I would let you fork into it.
Okay. I will fork in calligraphy. What are the consequences of failure?
Wow. Let's see. So your overall intention is to find Dakath, right? Where you are in relation to him and everything else, essentially.
Yeah, I get my overall intention is to get a map of
Yeah.
this area so that I can find Dakath and that we can get back on the road to the Guardian. That wasn't helpful, sorry.
No, it's perfect. I understand perfectly. So if you fail, they'll show you that every path to get back to him they'll basically put, a skull. They'll put some sort of symbol or indication that going that way is like, here's something that will kill you.
That's what I'm looking for.
Oh.
That's the fantasy drama that I want. All right, excellent, great. 5 successes.
Okie dokie.
Wait, why didn't it say Artha? That's weird. Oh, I think that's an error. Great. I've got a little map now from these gnomes.
Okay, we're gonna switch over to Dakath with that. Give me 1 second. Dakath, there's only about 4 of these gnome creatures with you. And you wake up in the morning and they very excitedly bring your armor over to you and insist you, basically just start strapping it onto you like little squires. And you see that it almost has this red and white glimmer, like it's reflecting the lava flows around you. It's almost like it's catching their light and reflecting it out, and it has some sort of shimmering quality to it now, as you can tell. And if you remember, these ones spoke in Broken Common to you. At least basically only one of them has spoken to you so far in Broken Common. And he says, "Good now, very strong. Protect you."
Thank you.
And almost as proof of this, the two other gnomes come over carrying between them this large, hot, burning coal on these two pliers, and they come over and they bring it in front of you, and they're like, the one who's speaking to you says, touch.
I'll touch it.
And you feel nothing. It feels just like cool stone to you.
Amazing.
And behind them, a little off in the distance, as this is happening, you see emerging from the darkened tunnel your friend Ganelon. And I need you to make an observation roll.
See, I am learning
Obstacle
that.
3.
Old friend.
Oh, I have an aura which you might observe is missing.
It's actually interesting that you say that.
Should I roll or?
Yeah, oh no, yeah, make your Ob 3 observation. Sorry, I didn't realize you were waiting for me.
I failed. Do I get another check in that regardless? I think I was at 3 before. If I do this, does it automatically add one? No. Okay. Are you there?
Yeah. Alright, were you gonna try to add fate? I didn't look at your roll, sorry.
I got 2 successes, and since I don't have, I haven't learned the skill, the obstacle is 6. So I don't think there's any world in which I get there.
Okay. So, Ganelon is walking up to you and says, as he approaches, "Oh, my friend, finally, I found you."
Indeed. Have you,
You-
located Lenora?
I have not found her, no. I have been seeking her and lost for the last day. And as this is all happening, Narvi you catch your eye, corner of your eye behind a large rock, and is just peering out and hissing at Ganelon and baring their fangs. And the dwarves, or excuse me, the gnomes, they, as soon as Ganelon approaches, they scatter and just go hide, and they're suddenly nowhere to be seen.
And Narvi is supposed to be Ganelon's like familiar, basically, right? They're supposed to be real good buds.
Exactly. Have you found anything here? Have you discovered anything at all?
I found these creatures. I'll say as I slowly approach, who have appeared to have done me a favor. And I think if I can get close enough, I'll try and keep talking until I get close enough to grab him by the neck.
Okay. So you're going to try grappling them?
Yeah. Just debating Narvi acting strange. I think Narvi acting that strange would, if I notice that, then yeah.
Okay, so that will be an Ob1 agility test to grab them. If you fail...
Oh, I already did it.
And did you pass, I'm assuming?
I did, yeah.
I figured there's a very
I got
low
3
chance
successes.
that you failed that. If you failed, you would not have grabbed them. Oh, my friend, what are you doing? Why? Let go of me. Let go of me. And suddenly...
You may have...
You feel your senses are being completely overwhelmed. You make a roll. Hold on. Oh, right. Okay. It is the persuasion spell. I mean, sorry, my mouse isn't working, so I'm moving to... What is your will?
What is what?
Your will stat.
It's a B5.
Okay. I'm just trying to make sure I understand this correctly. for a moment, you begin to let go of him, almost unconsciously and unwillingly, and then you quickly snap out of it and maintain your grip.
I'll draw my sword and I guess sing.
Which sword?
Oh God, why do you ask that question? I think just the regular one. And I'll go for the Ob2 open-ended sword dice.
All right. So, open-ended sword dice.
And I beat it by 2, so they've got to make
Steel test +2. Or steel test difficulty +2. Ganelon seems completely unfazed, and suddenly these massive golden feathered wings burst out from behind him, and this stunning explosion of light fills the chamber, and you need to make a steel test.
Okay.
As he transforms into this golden glowing creature before you.
Oh no, it's another one of those angels.
Okay, so this resigned to death one.
Oh, that's right. Well, you're not holding that sword, though.
I'm not holding. Yeah, that's what I was gonna get at. Okay. So this is just straight then. And this is a steel test,
Mm-hmm.
not hesitation. Okay. What's my ob?
It'll set it based on your hesitation automatically.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm going to use a persona die. Oof.
Failed by 2.
So
you...
rolling with bait would do nothing.
Nope, so you don't have a 6. So you'll have 2 actions of... So which response do you choose? Flee, stand and drool, beg, drop prone and beg for mercy.
I think stand and drool. Because never hide from a fight, wouldn't flee
Mm-hmm.
or grovel. So probably a bad choice, but I think that's what it's got to be.
This thing is almost half as big as you, as Ganelon no longer is Ganelon, and this six-winged being of light stands before you, and you just can't help but stand in awe of it and its otherworldliness.
Wait, did you say half as big, or is it twice as big?
It's 1.5 times as big as you, so it's it's not
okay.
twice your size, but it's still towering over you, essentially.
Yeah.
And it speaks to you and says, "Stand and be stuck, for you are nothing compared to Antai and what she represents. Your quest is folly. Abandon it, or abandon your life." And it almost like hovers and levitates, and it begins to move away from you and deeper in towards the flows of lava. And it starts to reform itself into the image of Ganelon. And basically turns its back on you like you're nothing. And you come out of your stupor after a few moments.
Fuck. I will put away the other sword and draw the gleam and say to this thing, you would dismiss the words of the it's not the champion.
Oh, the chosen one?
Yeah. You would dismiss the words of Auntie's chosen one, who claims I am not the chosen one. The chosen one is like where my assertion is that Lenora is Asher's chosen, but before that, the lady that we found in the forest. Sorry, my memory is the Amelise lookalike. Like, what was Amelise to? Was she the chosen beforehand, or?
She called herself the emissary.
The emissary. Okay.
But she told you you're the chosen one because you wield the sword.
Right. Just trying to remember the correct terms. Sorry.
And her name was Arden.
Breaking the flow. Yeah. You would dismiss the words of Arden, the emissary of Auntie, who would proclaim me Auntie's chosen, and bestowed upon me the weapon of Auntie. I would dismiss these notions as well, and appreciate the validation you have offered.
as soon as you draw the sword, whether it's before or after your speech, before it reflected this, the stars falling in the sky. And now as you draw it, it is just this wave of celestial blue light emanating from it. And this light begins to move and flow rapidly towards the Ganelon figure. And you can feel almost this coursing energy moving through your arm from the sword, from this light connection you now have with the angel. And you can essentially commune with it telepathically. You can hear its thoughts and peer into its mind. And you get waves of images, and you see this blackened tower on a cliff overlooking the sea, and inside you see a young elven woman clothed all in black and performing a ritual. And you see Lenora's brother, who had been the consort of Amalise before the coup, splayed out on this platform, this ritual platform, and there's images of Antai everywhere. And you see the woman, the elven woman, with a sacrificial dagger that glows the same way your sword glows now. And she's about to plunge it into the chest of Gerard. Or no, that's your dad. What was your brother's name? Why can't I remember?
I think Henri.
Henri, you're right. Yeah.
Can I make her stop? Does it seem like this is a live feed?
Yes, you find that. So the angel actually loses its form, but instead of shedding it and transforming the way it did before, you see that the sword you hold actually pulled the form off of it. And it actually looks almost as if it's being cowed, and its wings, which once before were high and spread out far, are kind of pinned around it, and it appears to be groveling and flattened on the ground almost in this light emitted from your sword.
Can I politely request that it go stop this lady from killing was it Henri? Or if it doesn't seem like it can move in that manner across great distances, or seemingly great distances quickly.
You hear a voice kind of thundering in your head, this celestial booming voice that it's almost as if it's echoing in the cave around you, but you know it's just in your own head. And it says, "What you see is the future, chosen one. You wield the gleam, so it is you. You are chosen by her. I'm bound to follow you and assist you, but stopping this ritual I cannot alone. Nor would I want to, nor should you. She has chosen you to prevent the wave of fire. That is why you're here now.
She has chosen me. If she has chosen me, then I will proceed as I wish. If that is not her intent, then she has chosen poorly."
It is not I to question the means of the chosen one.
Indeed. Now help me find my compatriots.
I am bound to you. And then
do as I have requested.
the intensity of this light flowing from your sword kind of fades a little. but it doesn't go away. It's when you hold the sword, it seems to create this direct connection that you can visibly see and feel just in your entire body. It's almost as if you and this angelic thing are like one mind.
I will put the sword away and see if it stays.
You can still feel the connection, but it doesn't have, there's no light. Like, it's almost as if the scabbard of the sword blocks the light, but you can tell your sword is still glowing brightly in the scabbard.
Okay. Does the Archangel still respond to my request with the sword sheathed?
It begins to shift and morph again as you sheathe the sword, but it takes on a different form. This time, a shorter, stouter frame begins to appear as it shrinks and widens, and suddenly before you is the Forge Master Zatami.
Are
And he
you
just
the
nods
Zatanni
at
we
you.
spoke to previously, or is this another guise you are taking as a deceit?
I took on the form of the Forge Master some time ago.
What was the fate of the Forge Master?
His body is lost. His soul may be with it, or it lay with Anti, if it is lucky enough. It was a necessary step. The Drakmari's alliances are unknowable. As is the will of Anti, it would seem. We must find Valaria.
Indeed.
Her goal is the same
We
as
must
ours.
Find my compatriots.
Well, perhaps if they have survived.
Living or dead, we must find them.
He just kind of bows to you, a little half bow.
Have you no mystical assistance, being a being of such power?
Powers I have, yes, but they are diminished on this plane until the ritual is completed.
The ritual I viewed of the future, in the future.
It is as the prophecy
In
has portrayed.
Tell me more of the prophecy. But do so as we travel deeper into this trial. And I'll kind of gesture for the imp buddy to come along.
I would be able to travel much easier in my golden form, but I cannot carry you in such a form, for to touch you would be to kill you. There's a longer route through this tunnel but I fear nothing down here except the Guardian. And then essentially moves to guide you through the tunnel they came through. Because you know going the other way, you have to leap again to try to get across all the lava.
Right.
But you also know that you just touched molten rock
Right,
and felt
yeah.
nothing. But this
Yeah.
being doesn't know that.
My armor should protect for the dangerous portion of the shorter route. And the imp might ride on my shoulders as we cross the lava.
The Zatami form shrugs its shoulders and says, "As the chosen one wishes." And you move in and you find that you don't even feel the heat from the lava. Narfi can easily traverse in and out of the lava you find. And
Oh, sure, he is a little deep.
Mhm. Narfi also flies.
Oh, yeah.
Oh wait, maybe they don't. I forget. I guess that's up for Nathan to tell us.
Yeah, I think he does. I think he's. I think.
I could picture him with these little bat wings.
He's got little. Yeah, I think we got little bat wings or something like that. I also kind of picture it's like, it's magic. Like the wings don't need to be of an appropriate size for this little gremlin to fly. I figure it's.
Oh, yeah.
I figure he's.
I picture them being very undersized, actually.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I like that image a lot.
And they're working really hard.
So yeah,
Right,
Dakath,
yeah.
you can touch some of the hotter rocks that are obviously boiling in the lava, and you feel nothing as you step on them. And even splashes of, little droplets of lava through the flows when you get to faster currents. As much as you try to avoid them out of instinct, even when you get splashed, you find that it just almost hits this invisible barrier on your skin. Like it looks like it touches your skin, but you can feel it isn't, in fact. And your armor has this it's almost when you, especially the closer you are to the lava, the armor just begins to almost glow and radiate energy.
I think he should have like a grief test later on for like another part of his life and his existence that he's now like unfeeling. Like kind of mourning, like
Just another step towards spite.
yeah, or just like being completely numb to the world in every facet.
I picture you looking at your skin like it should burn and it doesn't. What does that mean?
Yeah.
Well, your companion, your somewhat unwilling companion, it may seem, appears impressed by you, and you easily traverse through the collapsed area that split you earlier. As you're able to climb over some of this rock, it pretty much just follows right next to you. At certain points, if you find some areas that are hard to cross, it will revert to its golden form, and you see that it can take many shapes even, and can even become the shape of an orb to move and float around. And so it doesn't, sometimes it goes ahead and appears to just float at a perimeter around you as you're moving through, and it's hours of crawling and labor. And at some point when you're walking, and it's Zatami form next to you, and it says to you, "You are ignorant of the prophecy, and yet you have been chosen by the great goddess." Fascinating. What do you know of it?
some prophecy, but I am unaware of which you speak. Enlighten me. And first, tell me what I should call you, as I am unwilling to participate in an extended charade of calling you Zatani.
But I am Zatami. I have all of his memories. I remember all of his intentions, all of his needs and desires.
Do you have the same of Ganelon? Or are you responsible for the destruction of the body and potentially soul of Zatami?
I took
Is this
Zatami
knowledge
into
a
myself,
byproduct?
yes. Your companion's form I simply took as a treachery.
Then you are Zatami as much as a wheel is a carriage. I would know how to refer to you as the carriage.
I have no name as you wish it to be. I am an appendage of the goddess herself. You ask about the prophecy, there is only one. All others are blasphemy. The first creation of Anti was the elves. You were made perfect in her image. We are merely extensions of her will and her being into this plane.
Go on. There's nothing prophetic about that protestation.
Well, the prophecy in full simply says that the chosen of Anti will reclaim the world. She was driven away by Asher and free will, the free will of Asher's creations. Asher burns the forests which keep balance. You wield the gleam, which means you will be the one to destroy Asher. Call me what you will. I am of Anti, but I am Zatami. You eventually come to where a lot of these streams of lava converge into what you might even call a river, and there are a handful of small boats. They appear to be made of black stone, and Zatami immediately begins going over and untying one and says, "We must take this forward," and climbs into it, waits for you. If you wish to find your companions, I can think of nowhere else they might have gone to. If we will not find their corpses if they are just lost in the tunnels. And so, assuming you would get in,
Yeah. I still have it. Yeah, I get it.
and you float, you know it's by now getting into the late afternoon, and you float for a few more hours, getting into the early evening, on this river, passing lots of caverns alongside and other docking and stopping points. And you finally approach what appears to be a small outcrop of buildings made from the same stone as the boats, carved out of the volcano itself. And you see a lot more of these gnome creatures, and in the middle they're surrounding your companions, who appear to be carving some sort of intricate map into the floor or into the rock face. And so as the boat approaches, even, attention is drawn to you, and Lenora and Ganelon see that it's you and Zatami on the boat together as you get off, and Zatami begins to tie it off. All the gnomes suddenly go on alert, and a few of them draw spears, and they move and to begin to create like a blockade between you and Lenora and Ganelon.
We're reunited.
Indeed.
I shoulder my way through the gnome to physically exert my sort of exhibit my sort of safety in the situation, and give Dakath grip him by the shoulder and is the Smith Angel there with you, or did he leave?
Yeah, Zatami. Not Zatami is there.
Okay, not Zatami. Okay, great.
Well, and you just think you see that he found Zatami, who's just off in the distance a bit, tying off the boat. Hasn't approached yet.
I say it's good to see you, Dakath. Zatami, we waited as long as we could. I'm glad that you found us, though.
This is Zatami, yes, but they are also more. They appear to be an angel or archangel of Anti who has consumed Zatami quite some time ago and has been existing in his stead. I have bound them to my service using the Gleam of Anti, and they will assist us going forward. Should we choose to believe it, I have seen a vision of your brother looking to Lenora. Henri. And he is set to be sacrificed as part of a ritual.
Here?
It didn't look like here, right?
No, it was a tower, a black tower overlooking the ocean.
Oh, that's very far away.
Yes.
Is that a vision of the future or a vision of the present?
A vision of the future. The elf seemed like it was a priest or something of Anti.
Yeah.
Did I get a feeling for the intent of the ritual, or have an understanding innately?
No.
Okay.
We take a short break. I gotta let my doggy out.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
I'll do the same.
Thank you.
Oh, there's Reed has returned as well now. Okay.
Gang's all here.
All right. Is Nick back too?
Yep.
Cool. So you're reunited, but there's a blockade of angry gnomes separating you. Zatami ties off the boat and walks up very casually. Seems totally unconcerned. Stands next to you, Dakath.
So the gnomes are in our way?
Yep. They're like acting like they're gonna attack you, and they're protectively standing in front of your companions.
It's okay, I say to the gnome folk. These are our friends.
Yes. We do not mean to harm the gnome folk.
They cautiously lower their weapons, but they don't move.
I will confidently start walking forward.
Right as you get up to the front line of them, they like kind of become defensive again and raise their weapons just like right at your chest, but they just like stare you down essentially, but they don't seem like they're going to willingly let you pass.
I kind of plow through the group of gnomes, kind of pushing them aside to get to Dekath and Zutami, and emoting welcome to my friends, and not concern for safety or anything like that. Just trying to express welcome and relief.
When you do that, they definitely tone it down a little bit and kind of begrudgingly take a few steps away from you all, but and things kind of go back to normal. And they very suspiciously eye Zutami. You notice they give him a wide berth. None of them go even near him. You can tell they're giving him sidelong glances and glaring at him. And so they take... you go back to the map that you've been drawing and carving out, and the leader of the gnomes, as far as you can tell, kind of speaks in his own language as if you should know exactly what he's saying, but he's also pointing and moving his finger around the map and describing things, and they start carving and other gnomes join in, and they're kind of creating just this big map of the whole place in the center of their town. And you see that you very clearly see all the areas you've been through. They mark this one tunnel system with spider webs. They mark this other tunnel system with lizards. You see the lake of lava. You see the main lava river and how it traverses through and where their town is. And you see that continuing forward will lead you into what they've sort of shown as being this ominous looking cave, this really big ominous cave. And they show you another tunnel that would lead you back to like where you started, where the door was. You can see clearly where the access tunnel is, that they drew in some like barrels and boxes and drew a little symbol of like a human to indicate like how to get back to town essentially. And Ganelon you've found that, so you recognize like what they're indicating with that. Was there any other specific areas you were looking to find there?
Does it have places that does it give us a signifier of where we need to go next to get to the Guardian, to continue on this trial?
Yeah, so I can elaborate on that. They show this really large cave with kind of big spikes hanging from it. And then behind that, they draw this large head of some sort of monstrous creature that looks almost like a lizard's head. And beyond that is I can almost picture you like focusing in on it and trying to get them to describe it in more detail. And all they put there is they like appear to be drawing you and your companions, and then they like cross it out like really aggressively.
Okay, we're not supposed to go there. What did you say?
They think that it is going to kill us. They cross us out, or they cross it out?
You. Yeah. It's behind the sinister cave with the large
Giant
monstrous lizard head.
Okay.
But as far as you can tell, that's the only way to go. Everything else they're showing you is just how to get out from where you are safely.
It would not be a trial if there were no danger.
What does our new old friend make of this?
Oh, you're asking Zatami? As I was
Yeah.
confused. Well, I mean, Zatami is just observing. Like, he's standing there silently, hasn't actually said a word, but he is intently watching the map and what you're doing. And so if you said to him, if you just asked Zatami what he's thinking, he says, the guardian of this place is clearly this creature in the cave.
Uh-huh.
We seek the artifact. It must be guarded by this creature. That must be... I'm sure there is some danger there, placed by the Drachmaria or Asher herself. To prevent
Why
us
do
from-
you seek the artifact?
I'm bound by the Chosen One. The artifact must be found to ensure that Anti wins against the oh man, I can't think of the word, dang it. Against Asher.
Your opinions aside, you will do nothing to prevent Lenora from wielding this instrument of Asher.
As the Chosen One commands.
I don't understand. Why do the followers of Anti need the holy weapon of Asher?
We do not question the will of the gods. We simply follow its design.
So Tommy, if you acquired that the weapon, the scythe, what would you do with it?
I would return it to the tower overseeing the sea.
No,
That is where I'm called to.
you would give it to me.
Anti has clearly sent you here to find it as well. I am at your will.
And should you find yourself in possession of this instrument, my will is that you willfully and peacefully give it to myself or Lenora.
I am unable to defy the commands of the Chosen One.
Okay. Good to be the chosen one, huh? Our brother is at this tower, allegedly.
Or will be in the future.
So that seems to be where we're headed next.
Yes, it is the consort of Asher's Chosen One, whose blood holds the power to summon, to perform the call and the summoning.
Summoning
Anti.
They're calling Anti back into the world.
And along with her, all the demons and angels of it as well. They will all follow and bow to Anti's will.
If I am the chosen of Anti, then perhaps their will is perhaps it differs from what many of its believers seem to think.
I don't see how we can fight this giant thing alone. There's 4 of us, a spirit. We cannot ask these people to aid us.
He who seeks the title of Archmagician must take all weapons at his command. You came here to defeat this guardian, did you not? And prove you are worthy?
I came here to become Archmagician. If that means defeating this guardian, then perhaps that is what it means. Perhaps, on the other hand, this guardian can become an ally. Perhaps this guardian can become a weapon to wield against the zealots, to wield against against our enemies. Defeat, if it is our friend, we need not defeat it. I wish these creatures could tell us more of it. I'd like to try so before I used sorcery to try to communicate with them, can I just try like a raw foreign languages test? I think it was obstacle 2 before.
Would you have to try and open it?
Yeah.
I think we could actually work together on this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. Like, right? Stats help stats. So.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I'm sorry, I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, I think we've got to communicate with these things if we want to.
Is it a social skill? Is language is a social skill, an academic skill?
It's academic.
I guess it's gnomish.
I guess, yeah.
Gnomish.
This is perception, I believe. Yeah, perception.
Yeah.
My perception is 4, which is not great. I think that there's better perception somewhere else in the party.
My perception is 5.
Let's see. Yeah, mine's 4.
Okay. Do you mind?
So it's better if you all help me.
Yeah.
Then we can get 7 dice. Though if we helped you, you would also get 7 dice.
Oh, because you're helping with a 5.
Yeah.
5 helps. Okay. Yeah. Could you bless me? I don't remember how blessing works exactly. I don't know if that stacks with your or
Yeah, no, it would also that would also stack, yes. It grant plus 1d to a stat, skill, health, or steal for the duration of an intent.
okay.
So yes, I'll do that. And that would give you 8 dice. At double obstacle, right?
Yep, that's
So
correct.
so we'd have to get 4 successes.
Yes. I can do that. I might even chuck a persona at it.
It's language immersion. We're in a language immersion program.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. If we can get through this without having to kill that thing, life
Yeah.
would be better.
Yep.
Yeah.
Too many giant monsters.
Yeah, I'd like a giant friend instead of a giant monster. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that we might have to make common cause with Valaria, but I'd rather not because I have a belief about getting aid against them. So, yeah. I also don't want to like put together an army of gnomes that I'm going to lead to their certain death. That sounds kind of depressing. So I'm going to try to not do that.
Well, I came in for that last part, and I like it. Let's do it.
Oh my god, I have an army of gnome minions. Sorry.
Are you trying to open
alright, so-
foreign language?
We're gonna
Yeah.
open Gnomish.
Yes.
Perfect.
But first, I'm going to attempt to bless him.
Hey, I gotta step away for a second. Sorry.
I'm going to attempt to bless him so that he can have an extra bonus die to his gnome, to his language. What's it called? Learning test.
Yeah, my beginner's luck. Where the heck? Learn new skill. No.
So you have to just tell me what would go wrong. What goes wrong if the blessing fails?
We'll keep it easy. Stigmata on Dakath now that he's back.
Stigmata. Well, I failed.
Oh no!
I can reroll with fate. I can reroll 1. And that's a 50-50 chance.
I can never
Yep.
find
Oh, no.
faith in the codex. It's really annoying.
Oh no. Okay. That's rough. That's
I
rough.
just
Well, thanks
listened
for
to this too. This might kill Dakath.
Again?
I don't think it'll kill him, but I think it'll give him a few wounds for sure. Possibly.
Oh dear.
Where did? Oh my god. Okay, hold on.
Ah, that's a bad roll.
Because he makes a fortitude test, but it's based off something off of your roll, and I just can't remember for the life of me. Let me look up.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
361.
My mom just.
I'm sorry. We just gave you stigmata.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Tight. Is that number 2?
Yeah, you got one last session also, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, none of these pages are taking me to faith. Okay, here we go. Divine Afflictions. Tax thine allies. Pass a fort test with an obstacle equaling the faith test. Was it a 3?
Yep.
Margin. So make a fortitude test ob 3. You have 5 dice. That's something. Are you gonna spend Persona on this? Do we lose you, Nick?
Say it again.
You are making a
Sorry,
fortitude test, obstacle 3.
Gotcha. Okay. That's 4 on just the stats.
Yes. And you might want to use some persona to save yourself from getting a wound.
Yeah.
Or take a stigmata for Asher. Prove your devotion to her.
Didn't I like fully get one before?
No, it only happens when you drop to 0 health or something. Or
Okay.
I can't remember.
I'm
No, it's when your fort is reduced, but your fort was reduced. Oh, it shouldn't. It says it's back at 5, but that's not correct.
Okay, what should it be?
2.
Okay. Oh shit. Okay. Can I add negative bonus dice to like adjust it? Okay, you're just adjusting it. I guess does that recover?
Wait, that's what I just would needed to be like. I can't remember if fort recovers, or like when you sleep, you might have recovered 1 per day.
I think it does.
Yeah.
Has it been a day since the
Well, you did.
last-
You slept. You did sleep after getting hit with the stigmata last time. It's just
So
a
it should
matter
be
of
3 then.
yeah.
It looks like that. I think I had a test, and now it's not there. Oh, because it changed. Okay.
Yeah, you bumped it up on the test last time. I mean, we guess you need to remember it's not a permanent drain though, so we do have to remember your max, which was 5.
Right, which was kind of why I was like wondering about the negative bonus dice. Let me just see if that works real quick.
I wish it was part of injury and recovery, like had its own thing to track fortitude loss.
Yeah, so
Yes,
you
it
can.
does work.
It does work, yeah. So I'm gonna do -2 bonus dice. I'm gonna add 2 persona.
Your fort was down to 2?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
you did a lot of damage to him on the last one.
Oh, sorry.
You rolled terribly.
I completely forgot about that.
Does Essence of the Earth qualify? Well, +1d to health and fort test resisting fatigue and poison. This is.
No, not in this case. This is Holy
No,
Fort.
This is. Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's kind of what I figured. Okay, so I'll be rolling 5 dice.
You did it.
Success. Okay.
So you are deep into this and now have an angel of Anti as a companion, and you find your prayers are being unanswered, and Dakath feels the pull of Asher as severe pain courses through his body, but he's able to fight it off and not become enfeebled by it. Is this punishment, perhaps, as you wield the Gleam of Anti to control her enemies?
Okay, now you can make your gnomish test, and
Yeah,
we can
let's
help you.
So base obstacle is 2, and it's gonna get doubled.
And if we both help you, that gives you 3 dice.
Okay, 3 dice. Can I make a request for a bonus die based on the amount of time? Essentially, I guess I'm working in some sense. I like, we've been talking for a while. We've done this big map. We're building rapport. Can I call this working carefully? Extra die.
Yes, definitely.
Stick tight. All right. I'm rolling 8 dice. Obstacle 4. If I fail, they eat us, right?
They can try.
If you fail, they will refuse to help you in any way.
I've insulted them with my butchering of their language.
They're worried for your safety.
Worried for my safety.
Aw.
That's so nice. However, needs must. That's a hard pass.
Hell yeah.
Hell yes. Teamwork made this dream work. This was really great. Really happy with how this turned out. Great. So what I want to understand from them, I point at the lizard, the potentially lizard thing, and what is this? Tell me more. What we'd like to bargain with it or make friends with it. What is it? What is it like? What does it need?
Big and scary. Huge. The giant winged lizard. It controls fire. It is the primal. We feed it. We care for it.
You feed it and you care for it. Then it must rely on you. You're its friend then.
No. It's followers. It is God.
It is God.
It is the primeval
I
fire.
look at Aura and Dakath. Can you speak to it? Does it do you converse?
No. We could not talk to the god.
Oh boy.
So if I recall correctly, if it is one of these things, it was that there was these primal forces in the world before the gods came, right?
Exactly.
And this is one of those.
That's what you're understanding it to be.
What do you feed it? Perhaps we should take it gift.
He starts barking out some commands, and a bunch of gnomes run off, and a few moments later they come back, and they have like ropes attached to these strange creatures that just look like fattened up lizards, essentially. And
You
they
feed them
appear-
these lizards.
Yeah, and even if you spent some time, like, and well, I guess we should ask that. Like, are you going to spend maybe an hour, like, staying in the area, or are you trying to decide right now, in the moment, very little time has passed, and decide if you're moving on or not?
I'm not. I will open the question to the floor.
First, can I ask to Ganelon, given you would not be the first Archmage of this order, it would stand to reason that no other Archmage before you has had a violent encounter with this creature, or at least one in which they needed to slay it. Perhaps
Sister and you have both died. Perhaps this thing can also be returned.
Well, maybe you could ask our friends what they know of aspirants of the past.
Mm-hmm. Good question. Good question. I turn back to the gnome. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Oh, okay. Never mind. I turn back to the gnome and say, the wizards who have come before me, the magicians of the Drachmaria, how have they addressed this god? Have they fought it? Have they plied it with gifts?
Well, you know that, like, your power as a magician of the Drachmaria is powered by the primal fire, like the primordial fire. And they're basically just telling you this is the avatar of that god, or potentially the god itself in some fashion.
I think I don't have enough information to understand how my question is not still relevant. Help me understand a little bit more. I guess I'm asking them, how do you deal with this god? And so I am not.
Well, I'm sorry. So I thought you meant how you were asking them how the Drachmaria deals with this god, and
No, I'm asking how the wizards who came before me. So yeah, the previous aspirants, as Dakath called them.
Yeah, they had to have made some kind of deal with it or gotten past it.
yeah, they wouldn't know. They would seem just confused and kind of telling you, like, there have been other wizards, but not in decades, basically. You know, the last archmagician hasn't been around for a long time either.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And they essentially just tell you that, you know, they potentially are its caretakers, but they revere it like a god.
Right. Okay.
Does
So
this that tells us nobody in the past has done anything that has been any kind of cataclysmic for the their environments. They've kind of came and gone without
Well, if
great
this thing is
event, I
also
guess.
the source of the Drakmaria's magic, then yeah, fighting it is probably not what we need to
Yeah.
do anyways. So I think that it's
Yeah, it sounds like a good way to die.
yeah, right, and or to kill magic, which
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, I think that there's something that we will need to do when we get there that isn't combative, I think. That said, we have these two giant lizards, which we should definitely take in case it's hungry, and it's probably hungry.
Yeah, they will get 2 of these lizards and they'll get them onto a boat. They have a craft that's clearly designed for transporting these lizards up and down the lava river.
All right. Is there anything else that Lenora or Dakath wants to ask of these?
Do they have any books? Do they have any artifacts that they don't use that are that's in our language?
Or theirs. We can always learn it.
Yeah.
I actually would think it'd be more likely that in this pile of treasure and offerings they gave you, there would be some scrolls that you could see, like scroll cases.
I will take those then. And anything else that looks like I might be able to read it.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, maybe a scavenging test? Either a scavenging test or, well, I think
They've
you could
already
just, if
given
you
it
wanted
to
to
us.
grab, I was thinking that more to see like how many maybe you get, but if you grab just the nearest scroll, you could just do a read test on it.
Okay.
Let's see. It was just there. A letter, ob2.
Okay. Can I? Is it a personal letter?
No, that's just the closest equivalent.
Okay. Can I? Is it religious or historical?
Neither.
Okay, that's ob2 on 2 dice. Do either of you know how to read?
Yeah, I can
Yes.
help with that. I can read. I'm a
If
reader.
anyone's in Elven, I can read Elven script.
I think if there's a better thing I can help with. I don't think enchanting or sorcery can be used to help here, so I will help you with my read skill.
You could use either of those if you wanted to get the test from one of them instead.
It's not so much the test; it's giving him, giving her, or 2 dice as opposed to 1 from helping.
Well, you can use it. All 3 of those will apply to this.
Okay. I will help with enchanting.
Okay.
Ob2, if you fail, There's going to be, we'll call it an explosive event of some kind.
Gosh.
The Tommy's got gas.
Nice.
I succeeded.
All right.
Okay.
You begin reading through this scroll, and perhaps Ganelon actually notices first that it's lettering you can read, but it's all weird words that aren't words. And you quickly realize this is a magical scroll that has some kind of spell written onto it, and Ganelon can see that this is actually a scroll of cold.
Roll of cold.
Well, it's magical. It's a spell. I think it's more useful for you.
I don't know what this spell does. This is almost antithetical to my order, I'm sure. It's very strange. Perhaps there's historical secrets to be gathered from the writing of perhaps of a different order or a different art that you can learn secrets from.
So that's all we got, that it's a spell of cold.
Yep.
Okay. Nothing about the place where we are. Okay. Maybe there's another order of magic users that wields cold?
Perhaps. Can I maybe make it? Do I need it? Well, can I make a test to determine if, perhaps School of Magic wise, to determine if such an order exists?
Yeah. What kind of? Do you want to create a detail?
I guess. I guess I'm curious why. I'm trying to understand why this roll of cold was down in this.
Down here in the fire caves.
Right.
Sure.
So I'm wondering if there's like another faction at play, or if there's like a bit of history here.
I'll just tell you that from this like pile of goods they've showered you with, like this almost just looks like scavenged items and gear from possibly dead adventurers or things they have made.
Okay. Say this is it is not of their making, potentially, I don't believe, and you must have been left behind by, shall we say, by previous aspirants or their parties. I don't know if it has bearing on where we go or how we get there.
Do you know what it does?
I believe that it is the reverse of my spell of fire as Zaratazarat the Earth, rather than calling forth a ball of fire, a dart of flame to attack my enemies. This creates a weapon of cold. I'm kind of spitballing there, GM, but that's sort of my take on this.
Yeah, it's essentially an art magic scroll. You can turn that cold into whatever you want, basically, if you use it to cast a spell.
Okie dokie.
Well, none of that. Well, that might help us against this primordial fire thing, but once again, we're not here to kill it. We know that we must go forward. We do not know what to do. Which is nothing new for us.
I was just going to say that.
I think that these gnomes have told us all of the information they can.
Yeah.
I think that we just need to board these strange craft with these beasts and meet whatever primordial god, whatever source of Drakmarian magic awaits us in this chamber. And I tap the map with my toe to indicate where we're going.
Let's be off then.
Indeed.
Okay. You pile into the boats, and about 8 of the gnomes accompany you, and there's the other craft holding the 2 lizards.
I say, why are you? We're going to meet a god. You should. It won't be safe for you. You should stay.
We will show you. We show.
You'll
the
show
way.
us the way. Okay, and then you'll come back. Would this be safe?
It will not harm us.
It's good to be a gnome then. Lead on.
You move on for several hours. And you eventually, the river widens out quite a bit. And it begins to enter into this large, what seems like it once was some sort of auditorium lined with pillars, but the floor is broken by streams and pools of lava. And at the far end of this massive hall, you see a creature unlike any you've seen before, towering over you. But maybe not like nothing you've seen before, for it in some ways resembles the wood dragon of the forest, but with far more lizard-like qualities and a massive span of wings stretched from one end of the chamber to the other. The dwarves unload the lizards into the space and quickly get back into their crafts, their boats, and move back up the river of lava, leaving you with a single boat and facing the dread primordial beast. And I think we'll do Artha there.
Dick.
My gosh. We don't even know what to do.
Well,
Don't worry, I have sorcery that will give me rhetoric. I'm sure that we can make an argument or how we should
I
help
think we
us.
should
It'll be
try to
fun.
get into a duel of wits with it.
Maybe
I
brush up
think
on Duel of
yes.
Wits.
That would be fun.
Yeah, I think Duel of Wits is
It's the
your
thing that I'm the best at, and we've done one in this entire campaign, which is so weird.
Let's plan for a duel of wits. I'll remind myself to reread duels.
Yeah. Look at this though too. Dakath is invulnerable to fire, has a white shaded god slaying weapon, and you have a scroll of ice magic.
Right, yeah, that was the other thing where I was sort of like, like, we're fine. I'd rather him not kill the source of Drakmarian magic. It comes down to it.
I've had this
Cool,
like
this is hella
I've
fun.
had all this art and this like this dragon plan from like the first time you told me your idea. It's like I'm gonna have a fire dragon guarding the scythe.
That's great.
Cool.
6 sessions
Super
later,
great.
8 sessions later, or something.
I
Okay.
love that. I love good like dragon inside of a mountain too. Like I just
Yep.
like very very smog. You know, like I dig
Yes.
it.
This is sweet.
All right, Dakath's on top. Let's start there. The party must be united. Sounds like a persona.
Yeah, baby.
What's your other ones?
I must know more about the full implications of embracing the power of the blade before turning myself over to it, or continue to resist.
Well, you don't know the full. I
I should
mean,
Yeah,
you could
I
take
think
a
that's,
persona and rewrite it, or you can just use it as a
Yeah.
fate farm. But you have 15
I think
fate.
I
that
want
you're-
to. Yeah, I want to rewrite it because I think we've entered a different phase of that arc.
Yeah.
Like I don't think
Well, you learned a lot about it
Dakath is-
today.
Yeah. And I don't think that he's fully sold. But if everybody's going to act like that's what's going on, he won't like not take advantage of that.
Mm-hmm.
A fate for the third one. I will aid our party in completing the next phase of the trial.
Kind of same thing. I would let you take a persona and rewrite it, or just fade it out and
Yeah.
see what
Let's,
comes next. Like
let's
obviously
turn
this is
them
the
over
next.
some.
This is the next phase, but
Yeah. I'll just re-up the persona and rewrite because I think with the
honestly, that was
knowledge.
yeah. That honestly should have just been persona the last time because I think it was the same basically.
No,
just
I
gave you a
changed that
fate.
one.
Oh really?
I changed that one before we started because it used to say like the first phase of the trial.
Oh, I see.
So I had taken persona for that. I was like, well, it's a different phase, it's a different belief now, kind of.
Yeah.
I think that will change more significantly after this. Never hide from a fight. Just walked right into those gnomes.
I think Ganelon rectified this situation though, so I was
Sure.
thinking more with the
Um,
angel.
Oh, sure, yeah, I did not hide from that fight. The never
It didn't-
hide who I
didn't
am
get you in trouble,
one
though.
is. That's fair. Yeah.
But it did change. I mean, you could have just. I think it actually did change the course of the game because you actually have an angel companion now fighting alongside you. That is under your control, which.
It's significant, yeah. And
Preserve
I
arms.
intentionally chose my hesitation reaction to be effectively the most vulnerable
That's true. You did say that.
in the face of like uncertainty. The never hide who I am one is like changing, I guess, over like the arc of this Auntie's chosen one
You
thing.
even know who you are anymore.
Oh, right. It's like, what does that mean now?
None of your character traits really came into play. All right. Ganelon, what are your beliefs?
I will pass the Guardian's test. I think I'm making progress towards that.
Definitely.
I will reunite with my sister wherever she's landed in the Emerald Vault. I think I get Persona for that. I think I've done that. Reunited. I will convince the gnomes to give us aid against our rivals. I think that we have successfully done that. I think that was very much a team effort.
2 Persona.
Instincts. Persona and or 2 Persona and 1 Fate.
Yep.
Okay. Instincts did not come up. Although I probably should have cast Stalwart Intonations of Red Hecate. Okay, then. I forgot. Traits. Smoky, Spooky, Aura of Fear, which we forgot to bring up again. I gotta remember to bring that up. Broken In, Gifted, Graduate, Hazed, Mark of Privilege, Second Sight. There were a number of times when I wanted to never materialize. So, nothing there. I will take 1 Fate and 2 Persona, it sounds like. Lovely.
You had such a good scene of like showing yourself to them and trying to, command them. We forgot your Aura of Fear would have like automatically triggered some of them to flee or stand and drool.
Yeah,
It's hard when it's
so
a
funny
big
'cause
group
I was
like that
"Oh,
too.
Yeah. That would have been a really great place for me to remember.
We haven't played in a while. We'll remember next time.
Yeah.
Lenora.
To recover Asher's holy weapon, we must pass the trial. This is the fate driver for this arc. I must learn more about the vault from the gnomes. We have succeeded at that.
Yep, Persona for sure.
And I will find a way to ease the burdens placed upon our company. I have played it, but I have also caused burdens.
That's true. You want to mold break it, rewrite it a little?
Probably. Yes. I'll just put a
Your
note
constant
there.
pleas to Asher for aid have actually failed more than succeeded in the last like 2 sessions. Well, after all the hindering was really helpful, and then it's almost like you're relying on her too much, and so she's making Dakath. She's punishing Dakath for that.
Yes. Exactly.
Does that put you? Did you add your person? Oh, I see it. Okay, cool. It's just lagging. All right. Instincts.
Instincts didn't come up. I think I am gunning to get the brutal character trait removed.
Mm-hmm.
But that would happen when we get to a trait vote.
Yeah, she's either softened up a little or just hasn't had the opportunity or need to be brutal.
Yes, I didn't murder the gnomes.
That could trigger righteous also.
Yeah.
If you had slayed all the gnomes, boom, 2 fate points.
Yes.
Okay. What are our special ones? Oh, I forgot. I think I put a document in for this. Rules Digest.
I mean, I think everybody did great. So it's like, Hard to say who the, but I think,
Dude, I almost want to give everyone an embodiment point for today.
Yeah, I feel like we all just, I don't know. I feel like I really saw the characters today for sure.
Yeah, there's a lot of
I-
role
I-
play
and I think Ganelon is the workhorse. We're just making all the roles that enabled the story to move forward.
I feel like I
it's-
took Workhorse last time.
I was
and
just gonna say
I'm
that's so
nervous.
funny because, yeah, after you left last time, we gave it to him too.
I'm nervous about hogging spotlights, and I'm nervous about
Well,
driving the story.
you're not hogging the spotlight. You're just
No,
making
yeah.
things move forward. That's
Yeah.
that's different.
All right, good.
You know, this is like your plot, so it's okay to be the workhorse.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I will take that then.
Oh, interesting. You get a deeds point from helping no matter the cost. Interesting. I just like that phrasing.
The embodiment one is a persona?
Yeah.
Or is it
Yeah.
fate? Yeah, okay, cool. Persona.
Do we have kind of a right skill, right time? Kind of the cartography sorcery roll.
I feel like sorcery is the right skill all the time. You know, like it's not. I don't know. If I had actually cartography, which I thought about.
That's true. That is true. I'm trying to think what everyone else did. It was a actually decent amount of rolling, but just a ton of role play.
Yeah.
Like scrolling up through all the tests, seeing what honest a successful beginner's luck. You had a couple successful beginner's lucks today. Dakath on observation and the Gnomish.
I don't think I succeeded.
Oh, there were 2 rolls, and the second one succeeded. That's weird. I didn't notice that in the moment.
Oh no, because it was beginner's luck.
Oh, I don't know. I think I just read that wrong. I'm just
Yeah.
dumb.
I was confused because I was like, yeah, I failed it.
There were 2 there though. That's what like confused me at first too, and then I just all the greens and reds were kind of blending together in my head.
Why were there 2? That wasn't when I tested the -2 dice thing. Either way, I failed both times, and I was like, "Yep, I failed."
Wow, there were very few rolls today. Actually, I feel like a lot happened. Some really like notable rolls, like they were all kind of important. Oh, that's right. It was Lenora's Vault Creature Wise succeeded, and then the Gnomish Wise. I was like, I thought there was another Wise that succeeded somewhere. Well, we can figure out when we can play next.